All right, so basically because we know that the battery's good, we know the starter's good, so somewhere in between the key ignition and the starter, well, I guess on the battery, um, but we know the battery's good, so I guess just the battery connection, but whatever. Somewhere in all that jumble is a cut in the wire or something that is causing us to not get a my gosh, I can't even talk today. Um, current flow into the starter when we twist the key. So according to the handy dandy service manual, page 23-39 says, actually 40, it says to test the ignition switch, which is underneath the dash. So we're going to do that now. Let's get on it. Okay, so this is super weird. I'm trying to follow this wiring diagram, and it looks like that's lined up, but when I go to test everything, it looks like the wires are kind of flipped around or something. I don't know if someone like tried to start this or something. See, look, okay, so that is that one, which should be battery A, which I guess is what? I don't know, whatever. Battery A. But it's showing up as the black and white cord instead of the white one. So that says it's white. So let's measure the actual white cord right here. That's going right here. And that's the spot that we should be testing, I think. Okay, so we're testing that spot. Yeah. So in the diagram it says white, black. And that's the one we're testing. But when we go to look at it, it's the white cord. And the white, black cord is over here, which is the one we've tested before, and that had continuity, but it's not the right one. I don't know if that makes sense, but... It's the same thing with position 2 as well, the blue and white. That one is flipped as well, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe someone might try to jump it or something, I don't know. Alright, y'all. Someone definitely replaced this ignition, cord, I don't know what it's called. Whatever. Someone replaced this, but I think this part is faulty because it looks like this wire and this wire were switched, either intentionally or not. But this has also been replaced, so I don't know. Another piece of the puzzle, I guess. Okay, so I tore off all the AutoZone wiring harness stuff over there, and it looks like the stuff underneath is in pretty good shape, except for the wire that goes to the starter. That thing is messed up. I'm gonna keep digging, and hopefully that's the problem. Alright, yeah, I definitely spoke too soon on that wiring. This is the condition of what's underneath all the electrical tape. So yeah, that's real nice. Whoever left that for me, thank you for connecting wires like that and leaving stuff like that covered by, what's it called? Heat sealant stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all! Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. One of the terminals is loose. on the solenoid right there. I was like, you know what, let's just try it again. That popped on. Y'all, let's go. All right, so it's the next day, and I pulled the starter because I was messing around last night, and I think I shorted something. I tried jumping it again by connecting a little wire here, but unfortunately it was just clicking. Nothing was happening, so we're gonna take it apart and see what happens. All right, pulled it, got it tested again, came back good again. So it's got to be this connection right here, because that was loose. I thought I fixed it before. We're gonna try again. At this point, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go to the junkyard tomorrow. We're gonna get some connections, because as you can see, it's not as bad as I thought it was yesterday, but I took off all the like sheathing, and there's quite a few connectors that need to be fixed, but it's not anything crazy. All those look okay. Everything up there looks semi together. The only thing I really need is definitely this guy. Definitely this guy. I don't know what they were doing over there. I fixed that, but it was like that. That guy, and of course the ever famous ignition coil wire that is all sorts of messed up, but it doesn't look like anything I can't fix, you know. So we're gonna throw it back on, see what happens, and yeah. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits for now. I'm gonna look for that connector, if I can see it. No, I can't. That connector, and the starter, and that connector, and that connector, and maybe a few other things at the junkyard. I should have this video out hopefully tonight. Yeah, I must have just messed around too much with the starter and shorted something out, or I don't know. I'm gonna actually charge the battery and just try again in the morning, see what happens. Alright, see y'all.